Hello, everyone, and welcome to Talking Puck TV. I'm Tom Callahan. Thanks for joining me here. Let's take a look at your news for this Thursday afternoon and a big trade in the NHL, probably the most anticipated one of the last year. Finally, Jack Eichel is traded. He's going to the Vegas Golden Knights along with a third-round pick from the Buffalo Sabres in exchange for Alex Tuch, Peyton Krebs, a first, and third-rounder from the Vegas Golden Knights. Now, that first-rounder is a protected pick, meaning that if it potentially ends up being a lottery pick, which, I mean, who knows, the way Vegas is going this year, could go either way, but it would be protected and then pushed to a subsequent season. Now, that condition, I don't think we're going to see come to fruition. It'll probably be a late first and a late third for Buffalo, but a nice haul for the Sabres. I like Alex Tuch, and I've got a podcast out about this right now. Look for the Talking Puck podcast. But just real quick, I like Tuch. He is a top six forward who never quite could crack the top six in Vegas just because of the way the numbers played out there. Peyton Krebs is the number one forward prospect overall for that Golden Knights team, so a nice return for Buffalo in the Eichel trade. Eichel will now have that disc replacement procedure, and we'll be back perhaps by the end of the regular season. We'll see how his recovery goes. Meanwhile, the New York Islanders then made a trade to Buffalo. Johnny Boychuk's rights, carrying a $6 million long-term IR cap hit, gets Buffalo above the floor. That's why they make that deal. And it expires at the end of this year. If Boychuk decides to come back, he retired a year ago November because of an eye injury. If he decides to come back, Buffalo would have his rights. So in the meantime, it just helps the Sabres get over the salary floor and stay cap compliant. Other news today, Marian Gaborik officially retired. Now, you could be forgiven for not remembering that Gaborik wasn't playing. It's been a while, but he officially retired today, so happy trails to Gaborik. Also, the Predators announced that they are going to retire Pekka Rinne's numbers, so congrats to Pex, a great guy, a great goaltender, and it will be the first number retired in franchise history. And finally, PK Subban back in the news. We just talked about this last week. He was fined for tripping last week, $5,000. Now it's $15,000. Subban fined again. I don't know when they're going to suspend him for this, but it hasn't happened yet, so $15,000 later in the wallet is PK Subban. All right, everybody, don't forget Talking Puck TV Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on Twitch and on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter at Callahan On Air, and don't forget to check out my Jack Eichel trade podcast. Just posted the Talking Puck podcast as well. Talk to you soon.